Bethany strained to see a newspaper held by a man nearby. The headline read, Rudolph Valentino dead, August 23rd, 1926. Sudden death at the age of 31. Oh no, he couldn't be dead. He just had an operation a week ago. His latest movie had just come out, and he'd gone to New York to promote it. He was too young to be dead, so young and handsome. How could Rudolph Valentino be dead? A tear formed in the corner of Bethany's eye. Uncle James sat down next to her, and she asked, Uncle James, are you going to buy a newspaper? What for? He frowned. Uncle James read the business news and kept up daily with Wall Street, but rarely followed stories unless they were about money or politics. To read about what happened to Rudolph Valentino. You want to read about the death of some movie star? Uncle James directed his frown at her. Well, yes, everyone is mourning him, can't you see? He must have been a drinker, Aunt Margaret said. That's what happened to wild young men who drink. Hollywood types, Uncle James said with distaste and disdain. They all drink. The women, too. It's disgraceful, Aunt Margaret nodded. Both she and Uncle James were in favor of prohibition and looked down on lawbreakers. Aunt Margaret always pointed out how all the good churches now serve grape juice in place of communion wine. No, there's nothing in that paper I wish to read. Uncle James pulled out his pocket watch to look at it, signaling the discussion was closed. Young women today, Aunt Margaret paused and let the word trail away. I simply don't understand them. The dark-haired flapper who had drawn Aunt Margaret's attention walked by, cigarette holder in hand, as if on cue to emphasize Aunt Margaret's point. Drinking, smoking, running wild. Aunt Margaret tisked, then sniffed and turned her head away from the flapper, dismissing the thin, vivacious girl who was now talking with friends. Ignoring Aunt Margaret, Bethany fingered her clutch purse. She'd saved for months to collect the money inside it, though she yearned for a newspaper. She knew that if she bought one, it meant dipping into her fund. Best not to dip into it for anything, or her plan might fail. I blame the parents, Aunt Margaret said. You are a fortunate young lady. Why, if we hadn't taken you in, who knows what might have happened to you? Yes, ma'am, thank you. The words slipped out automatically, the pattern long established from 10 years of similar conversations.